Three. One.
Hello and welcome again to Realm of Racing as we're here tonight for round 10 at the highly regarded Spa, one of my favorite tracks, one of many people's favorite circuits to drive, watch. It doesn't matter with the run up to Rouge and Ravillon where we've seen some of the great overtakes, Weber on Alonso, Pierre on Perez, and then of course here comes Sebastian Vettel down the Kimmel Straight.
Yes,
We've all seen it, we've all heard it, and with me as always my boy Hunter. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I mean, this is easily one of the best tracks on the calendar. No doubt. No doubt. This is one of my favorite tracks on the calendar. It's one of the best tracks for racing in general. Sure. I mean, you've got, two sectors that are mainly driven by long straights and then one long middle sector that is a lot of windy turns that need some downforce. So you have to make some sacrifice somewhere. So, no, I love this track, and obviously it's not safe. You can't. You can't crash and die.
There's a lot of dangerous curbs for sure all around this track that'll send you places you're not trying to go. But
no doubt. But yeah, no, I'm excited.
Yeah,
for
it
this
is beautiful.
We're gonna flash up the constructors really quick. Alpine just barely edging it out right now. They're on 164 points. Alfa Romeo just behind them on 159. And then Red Bull in third on 124. And then you got Williams and Aston Martin right behind. They're both within about 15 points. So, I mean, still very close in the constructors. And then in the drivers, David obviously getting a little bit of a lead after last race. It's 107 to 90 currently on TC. As ROR sitting in third with 75. But, I mean, the 4th through 6th basically, or 4th through 7th actually, separated by 6 points, so lots to still play for. And even those guys that are kind of in that 3rd to 6th or 3rd to 7th aren't far off from. They're about 2 or 3 races, 2 or 3 good races from being right back in a championship hunt. So
no, for sure.
It's still early technically. I mean, the boys are about to get a break this week, but
and there goes another one. Tito. I was just about to say, Nat had just wrecked through a Rouge, and as you were speaking, Tito spun out and broke the rear wing off, or rear tire, my fault, and is out of the session as well.
I was trying to get a view. I might be able to get one if I get there fast enough, if it doesn't disappear.
I'm actually still on board with them, just because I was already on board. This car is just sitting there.
Right.
Yeah, his rear wing
blocking the pit
tire.
lane exit.
Yeah, no, so 2 cars have already fell victim there. So it's like I think, is routine on a hot lap on the mediums? I can't tell.
So I'm on board with TC right now. I believe he's on a hot lap. He looks to be on a hot lap. Let's see if he opens his DRS here. He does.
Yeah,
it
DRS
actually kind of looked like he opened it a little bit late, but nonetheless, going down the Camel Straight.
Yeah, this one right here brakes on the curbs.
Takes a lot of inside curve. That one's dangerous.
Rolls through it real good.
Oh, very tidy. Ruby sets a 142.7 while we're on board with TC. Currently the only lap standing right now.
Almost drifts a little bit wide there.
I've never seen this.
I've
never seen that. He doesn't invalidate somehow.
It does not. I was gonna say the same thing. Somehow he's still good.
I've never seen somebody take that.
You talk about taking advantage of the full track.
That's gotta go in the highlights.
Exploring every inch.
For the season break, that's gotta be in the highlights. I gotta make sure I put that in because that was hilarious.
Perfect time to go on board.
No, I'm interested to see what he puts in. I'm surprised he didn't invalidate there on Pouan.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a couple places where he could have, but he's still good. Got a little lockup going into the bus stop here.
See what he
rolls the car.
out.
Oh, and does he?
Goes into P3.
Does.
About 6/10 off Groovy's time. So Groovy looking really quick right now. Tails is about a tenth, less than a tenth. About 3/4 of a tenth off. So see if anybody else. Who else is possibly on a lap here? I think Thunder,
I seen.
maybe.
Okay. I think Rua is as well. I seen him go by a couple cars
He may
that were
be
getting out the way.
because he's on the medium, so he might do a second push lap. Because he has put in a time, but it would make sense for him. I do 2 push laps whenever I go for a medium. Let's see what he's able to do. Oh no, he goes
of course.
Just on a little bit of a quick. Ooh, almost hits the wall there.
Yeah, that's definitely a day. Oh, it
out
hits the board.
styrofoam board. And
definitely a dangerous pit entrance for sure. There, you can collect that wall real easy.
Oh, it comes on you. It comes up on you so quick, so quick. And we have a. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Well, it's a yellow flag, but I keep forgetting that happens more often than not, just because of the players slowing down. Thunder, I do believe, is on a lap. He looks to be pushing.
It's that him and Gulfy driving. I'm not sure that's him behind.
So he's going into the third sector now. Well, he's in the third sector.
Gulfy, it's there.
This could be the time that we could see a lot of guys going to the pits unless they're just off sync. Which it looks like, yeah, Thunder is off sync. So he went out a little bit later than leading pack. Actually, a lot of people choosing to do that.
Does go up to P6 with a 143.6.
So not all that far away. So if he can just, put in a solid lap, you could possibly see him improve. Doesn't need to do a lot of work to get to, the P4s, P3, but not a bad lap at all. Not a bad banker, I should say.
Oh, for sure.
David staying in the pits. The championship leader has not come out yet.
Looks like. Yeah, so David, he sometimes seems like he does like the vapor.
He
almost
pops up to P7. What were you saying about David?
He seems like he likes to hang back a lot and wait towards the end. Doesn't seems like he doesn't like to do a lot as many quality laps as others. But
he's been in the danger zone before. Of, he can put in that lap. He sometimes will put it to the test of how late he can put that lap in, and it'll kind of bite him because he may invalidate.
Yes, for sure.
Sometimes we have seen him invalidate. We've seen him start, P11, P7, I think. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the championship leader.
I feel like, I don't know, I always liked my preference to at least get out there and at least get one time in early off.
Right.
And stuff. Obviously the track is gonna evolve some, but at least like you're saying, if something happens, you DNF or something, at least have a time in. But
yeah, and I mean, I think people underestimate just being able to being on track, regardless of how much practice you put in. There's a different amount of stress when it comes to an actual league race. So just being out there and getting acclimatized to everything, because I guarantee it. I guarantee if we had time to put in 5 laps in a short quali, if we got 4 or 5 new sets of tires, soft tires, we would do it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah.
If it didn't impact our race to negatively, you know what I mean? So yeah, the more laps generally that you can put in, the better. Sometimes it's if you only want to put in 2 laps though, it's also beneficial if you're going to use that, maybe save a set of softs. Or maybe on a track like Baku where you almost know that there's going to be several safety cars.
For sure. No, yeah, where you want to save something in the bank.
Right.
This Milky did go up into P3. I thought he was just starting a hot lap, but his time jumped up to P3.
1-3 right now. They're looking tasty. They're the only ones in the 142s right now. So teammates, I know that they were practicing before this league race pretty hard. So be interesting to see what the pair can do. Milky hasn't had the best of luck, but he's trying his best to turn that around.
No, for sure. He's had a couple unfortunate incidents, and then a few mistakes and stuff, which happens obviously. But looking to right the ship and get that Williams back up there.
Alright, so Groovy's definitely starting a lap right now. Very interested to see how he takes some of these corners. Turn 1 goes a little bit, just maybe like 10 centimeters too deep. If I'm nitpicking, takes the inside line. Let's see how he takes a Rouge. Most important corner on the track that they don't like to call a track, or a corner, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, for sure. That you lose any...
Sometimes when, like, crossing them say, like, oh, it's not a corner. Like, I get it's harder. Or it's easier now.
Yeah, the Formula 1 cars, can take it basically flat. It's an easy corner for them, but it's still a corner in itself. Honestly, 2 corners, because Rally on 2, but I mean, for sure.
But yeah, no, but Groovy's still on a tidy lap, taking a very nice line.
I was gonna say, held
one of the
corner,
hardest
nice.
turns on the track for me, at least. Right there. Pull on.
Downshifts once, holds it.
Maybe lost a little tiny bit of time, was taking it a little bit safer, maybe like.
Goes down into 4th only for that.
Takes the curve. Honestly, me and him talk about that curve a lot.
Oh, the Joe Benazzi corner. Yeah, that.
Just looking tasty. I don't know if he's up or if he's down.
It definitely seems like a pretty nice lap here. Rides that curve just perfect. Where is he gonna brake for this?
Just before the
minor lockup. But looks pretty good. Gets back on the power.
And he improves.
Yeah.
About 2/10 improvement on there for group. Puts in a 142.566. Not too shabby. From the man that we have seen in the top 3, I think 3 out of the last 4 races, maybe 2 out of the last 3. Yeah, I know he had one race in the middle where he didn't do too well or didn't get in the podium, but he's been on form, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, he's definitely righted the ship from the struggles at the beginning of the season, but seems to be on top notch tonight. Is it
sure now? In 5th place right now with a 143.3. Can he find some time? Need to do a lot to get into to take pole off of Groovy, but can he get into a more dangerous position?
Yes, Tails is just about to cross the line, and Tails does improve.
Okay, yeah. 142.449 from Tails. So, okay, the battle is on. It's gonna go down to the last lap between those two. Can anybody else join the battle? You have 4 men in the top 4, or in the 42 now.
That looks like Azure is he gonna come up on all these cars at the worst time?
He might. We'll see if they do a good job of getting out the way. Yes.
Okay, they do.
Very good job. Still could be a distraction, but they do their part. It doesn't.
Yeah, nah.
Did he pull out?
I seen it coming. I was just thinking that. I was like, wow, he's gonna approach him at the worst possible moment. But yeah, very heady driving out there.
Not sure if he pulled out of the lap or not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna come in as David finally comes out, and he on Azure as well. Almost collects the outside of the pit wall.
All right, so here's our
like you're saying, it comes up on you so fast.
Oh, yeah, no, it's so easy to just carry too much speed in there if you're not careful, really. Breaking just before the little white line on the ground. Good exit.
I've always said
a lot of people usually take the inside, but chooses to just straighten out his exit in a straight line as he can. Almost clips the grass.
Oh, and has to lift a little bit there.
Yeah, that was.
So he definitely lost time there. Now turn 1, I kind of wish they put some markers on the inside wall as well that were easier to see, but
yeah, it would make the overtakes. Oh, he gets a little bit of a slide going into the cone, I think. I can't remember the thing. Combination of corners. Or no, it's something chicane. Can't say. I can't. Continue. Here. Still,
and once again,
big snap.
Yeah, rides them curves, and he still seems like he's pushing though.
No, it does.
He's
like
gonna
keep going.
Couple
he's got a
cars.
lot of traffic. Yeah, the Haas getting out the way as well.
Gonna roll this corner. Hooks this. Oh, runs a little bit wide though there.
Yeah, this is looking like a scruffy lap from our championship leader, and this is what can happen sometimes when you leave it this late. The pressure can get too massive.
I would imagine he's gonna have to push for another lap. You would think.
He has to, yeah. But he needed to pull out of the lap earlier. Tails actually retires. He's confident with that 142.4.
I'm with you, cause yeah, now he's down to 50 ERS roughly.
Yeah, he needed to pull out of that lap a lot earlier if he's gonna push for another one. Where does this put him? It puts him in 5th.
It does put him P5.
But it doesn't even challenge the leader, so, I mean, maybe that's not his goal. But we'll see if he pushes again. I don't think he is. It looks like he's
no. I don't know if that was just a glitch. Yeah, it seems like he's not definitely not pushing through a Rouge.
Oh, Milky still in P3, Groovy in P2. Tails deciding that time of a 142.45 basically is good enough. But we'll see if Groovy or anybody else can challenge that time. Total Carney and Milky, their gap is very, very marginal. So we'll see what happens there. Looks like David, like he's just passing Milky. No, they're not pushing up.
It kind of looks like, yeah, it looks like Thunder is pushing here.
Starting at left. Vapor actually. So we'll come back to Groovy towards the end of Vapor's lap, but I'm interested to see what Vapor can put in. After last week, he had a rough week. Not a good week from him.
Yeah, no, after getting shot out of a cannon off the start.
At all. Just very unlucky. Got in several incidents that really. But nonetheless, we hope we can do better.
Like you mentioned last week, he's another who has just been coming on stronger and stronger here of late.
Right. I mean, and that's honestly what it is about. It's about peaking at the right time, and sometimes you don't want to always get your best results at the beginning of the season. Sometimes it can be a very, very anxious wait if that's the case. Sometimes, yeah, you want to be at your best towards the end of the season. It's the best time to be at your best. Or shall I say towards the end? He's not literally like, oh, your best is like at Abu Dhabi. Maybe like you wanted.
Yeah,
like
you just save it all for the end.
Yeah. That's what it felt like Max did last year. Remember, he was just like 30 seconds ahead. I don't even think I watched that race. I was so bored.
I think I fell asleep a little bit through it.
You know what the nice part is, though? Somebody said earlier, it's like the earliest somebody can take the championship is like second to last race. I don't.
Which is a refreshing from what we've seen where Lewis is winning in USA or somewhere like that, roughly. But
Thunder.
No, this year, Abu Dhabi could be the most exciting race of the season. Who knows?
They did make the changes. We'll see. I'm interested to see what
Especially if it comes down to a last race battle, but J-Mick is pushing it. Get P8.
See what
pushes
Groovy
Thunder
should be.
down into P10.
Let's see, Acid Masters on the lap as well. Is he able to put in? He improves up to P5.
Carries a lot of speed through there. That was beautiful to the bus stop.
Can Groovy improve enough? No, he's so close. He's so close. A 142.47. He's so close, so close, agonizingly close, but not quite close enough. And we've seen these two battle before, and it's going to be interesting to see this battle again. Very excited for this one. Total Carney in P4. I think he's going to finish it. Yeah, he's invalidated. So Thunder has entered the pit, so that's going to do it for our qualifying. Tails P1, Groovy P2, Milky P3. So Williams with the 2-3. Well done to Williams. Carney in P4. Acid Masters in P5, the championship leader, David Chahoud, P6, Gelfi in P7, Jor in P8, J-Mick in P9, Rua P10, Thunder in P11, so he will be the first one with the free choice of tires. Not Sir Vapor, unfortunately, down in P12, but still, he could have a very good race, maybe starting on the mediums. Blood Gustavo, the new runner, in P13, Routine Lick in P14, and then a couple guys that just didn't get a lap in, really. Tito, Krustier T, Eric Val, and Matt Hammer all getting
Mm-hmm. And don't forget about Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen down
I
there.
don't know
Somehow
why
they keep
them.
slipping in at the end.
Right,
They slipped
I
in at
think
the end
that
of last
week.
quali, but we're not gonna let them race, though. I promise.
I would hope not. But yeah, no, very close for pole. I mean, obviously about 300.
Yeah, no, another super close. All the way. It don't get a bigger gap than a second. All the way down to P10. Yeah, and even then, that's still.
Yeah, the fight for P10, 11, and 12 was still very, very tight. It kind of gaps out a little more towards P13 and P14, but yeah, no, a great job to everybody. Definitely a great quality to watch. But we'll see if there's any surprises coming in the race. I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of wetness, but we'll see.
I mean, it is Spa, and we've seen.
I think I'm most impressed with Acid Masters. P5.
Yeah, P5, beautiful time for him.
Very good time from him.
7/10 off the leader.
Oh, yeah, I love seeing the guys that kind of have some woes at the beginning of the season and kind of struggle a little bit, because this is a quick league. These boys are not slow, especially towards the front end. So it can be difficult to get into that top 5 spot. So credit to Acid Masters. Hopefully he can have a good race. Hopefully this isn't Commentators' curse.
We will try not for that.
It's
but
looking like dry, so for the time being. But it does look like blue skies. I don't think rain will be randomly coming in. But hey, if I see some weird strategies, I'm gonna start to question.
Then start to question. I was just about to say, if we start seeing something crazy, yeah, we should start to expect some rain. As these boys this time wait.
Yeah. This time, yeah, right. This time they actually wait to pick their setups and strategy. I really haven't enforced that rule as much as I did last year. It was kind of
because it is kind of bad when you first get in and then you, as soon as you load in, you're already 20 seconds. But yeah, so get ready
hopefully
for
no issues for the boys.
Formation.
But Tails will be leading us off. Let's have a look at the tires with everybody starting. If I can find.
Yeah, it looks like the top of 12 are on softs.
So yeah, that's kind of surprising. So it is a soft medium, like kind of dry. Like we shouldn't see it unless there's, even if there's like a first. I think the mediums might be able to go hold. I'm not gonna. Like the
22 laps.
Might be able to, well, no, because think about the lap time. About a 146 or 144. Ish. So,
they start to fall off.
I don't know about doing the whole race, but like, so maybe if there's like an early safety car, you could try to hop into the pits, some hards. But I still think you're better off just sticking to a soft medium, because if somebody passes you on hards, it's the race unless it's an DRS train, you shouldn't really have problems. So yeah, as Celestial said, the top 12 starting on softs. P13 mediums, P14 routine starting on the softs, surrounded by the mediums, and everybody behind him starting on the mediums. So it'll be interesting. Matt Hammer in last place, man. I don't know what's been going on. He's been having some struggles the last couple of weeks. Hopefully he can get back into it, because I mean he was, I think, P5 or P6 in the championship for a while. Doing really well. But
yeah, very uncharacteristic here recently, but
yeah, usually that guy that just finds a way to finish a race points somehow.
Exactly.
Somehow.
Just finds a way.
Oh yeah, we'll be on the lookout for him. Maybe he'll be able to cut through the field, as well as Eric Val. I mean, a driver that impressed in the last round. I think he finished 5 when it was all said and done. Or maybe he got a P4. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I do believe so.
But, yeah, this is his first race in a actual seat. He's taking the Aston Martin, the Alpha Tauri, and again. I almost said Alpha Romeo. Gosh. Yeah, he's taking the Alpha
One
Tauri.
of them.
Right,
One of the A cars.
One of the A cars, yeah. One of them.
Which Tails did not wait up at all. He just goed.
So
he just went.
He was waiting, and then he was like, "Wow, they're going so slow." And then
Oh,
you
okay,
just
I
know
missed
that the
that part.
Williams boys are behind, just trying to do anything to disadvantage him. So I see it. Milky's a team player. He really will do anything in his power to try to get his teammate to win. So it'll be interesting. They're all on softs. So I mean, smart thing for them to do if they really wanted to go that route is make Milky go very, very long in the race.
Try to make him push as long as possible.
Yeah.
As
He
we
needs
wait
to
for
be
the
able to
lights.
hold up a pack.
And they are finally away.
Here
And it
we
looks
go.
like as that TC gets a good jump right off on the side. Tails does hold off Groovy.
It's hard
Looks
to
like Milky
see,
might
but
dip
yeah,
down.
the Alfa Romeo. It's kind of hard to see. I need to bring up my positions.
Yeah, now they all single filed there, but a few cars tried to look like they were gonna make a move here, and a big run coming. It looks like from TC and a few of them boys.
It'll be interesting to see who's going to be using the most amount of ERS in these early laps, because it could pay dividends if you're able to save. Through the first corner we go. J-Mick makes a move on Azure. I'll cut and drive. J-Mick's actually made up 3 places.
I was gonna say, J-Mick seems like he is feeling a little racy out there.
I didn't want to say it, but I mean, Commentators Curse has hit Acid Masters down 5 positions already.
Oh, he was. That was who I couldn't tell which car was very slow off the line. But yeah, they all kind of file back in.
Third sectors. No incidents in that first lap. Maybe a bit of argy-bargy, but no crashes as of yet. So, drop from the boys. Also, Routine has made up. It looks like Routine has passed Nat. So Routine obviously looking to be very aggressive on the softs. Try to cut through these medium runners. But I mean, now it's all soft runners ahead of them.
That Nat as well made up 4 positions. So
yeah, that is true. Last to 14th at the moment. If he can continue that, yeah, he's gotten a good start so far. As we finish out our first lap, and it's still just tuck, nobody getting an advantage.
David does go past TC there in the championship battle.
So Milky doing enough. I saw that TC was trying to go around the outside of Milky on the first turn, but the championship leader taking the second place position, the 5th place position from our second place man in the championship.
I'm with you.
I cannot talk today. The words are not, are not flowing correctly, but we'll get through it.
Oh, Groovy was dipped, had a wheel almost. I don't know if you've seen that.
No,
almost thought about it.
I was on board with David still.
Oh, he had such a huge run down to the end of that straight, and he thought about dipping down the wheel, and then Tails closed the door right at the end. But yeah, no, that was a good move there by David.
J-Mick already picking up a 3-second penalty, so getting a little bit too spicy during those overtakes, possibly, but still chugging on. This has been good racing for the boys. It looks like we have our first incident. It's the Haas.
It's in the back.
Tito has spun around, and that caused a little bit of a concertina. Basically, I saw a bunch of on the map just start to slow down. The Ferrari slowing down massively. He's in the grass, coming off.
Oh, and there's another one.
Contact between them.
Yeah, I couldn't see what happened there, but
Pressure T. Has he retired from the session or no? Doesn't look like it.
no, I think he's still going. Oh, Groovy is right on the gearbox here. Does he get a good exit down the front straight? No, Tails does set the fastest lap, or David goes ahead and steals it right away. But Tails got a good exit
here. So a lot of these boys are gonna. I'm surprised that the fastest lap didn't go from first, second, third to fourth to fifth to sixth.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens when they're in a train like this for the first couple of laps. But DRS is now enabled, and Tails is gonna be in danger possibly here if he doesn't have a big enough gap. We'll see. Will he be able
Is
to get
the
close enough?
Williams is closing, but I don't think he's gonna get there.
Not quite.
Yeah, not fast
Maybe
enough
could
though.
have gone for it if it was last lap, but not this early. No need to take that big of a risk as Tails gets a little bit squirmy.
Yeah, that corner's so easy to run up on them curves just a little bit, and you're spin the wheels on the throttle, and
I mean, not only that, I don't really have too much problem with the traction there on that curve, but I have more of a problem with the track limits on that curve because that curve raises your car up, and so you don't really realize it unless you get into replay mode. But your wheel, like the outer rim of your wheel is basically, I mean, it's at a significant angle. So you're when you think your tire is like just directly over the line, you're actually like
yeah, because your tire gets smaller as you're taking some of the load on these
frustrating corners. I think we've had an incident. Who is
yeah, there is another one. That Ferrari.
Tails still running in first, but Groovy looks a lot closer here. He's gonna get another DRS section here. He's gonna risk it. He's gonna be very, very close. Oh, does he get the exit? I think he did. It gets a little bit squirmy, but what's another set of soft tires? Oh, he's very close.
He's very close this lap for sure. Very close. Oh, and around goes TC once again. No damage for him, it looks like, but he spins around the first turn. I don't know if he got helped or not.
I wasn't able to see that. I'm trying to stay on board with Groovy. Groovy's about to go for the move.
Just see it, and he's gonna dip down to the inside. Groovy is gonna go around.
He's gonna get it before I think the DRS. Tails won't be able to challenge it here. So that's a good overtake. We'll see if Groovy's able to maybe get a gap here, because if not, this could be a goose chase.
Yeah, you don't want to be. Yeah, just swap it back and forth for sure.
I mean, it's not the worst thing because I mean, if they can DRS away from the pack, that's very, very beneficial.
True.
I mean, I can remember several situations where I've had a partner that I respect in league racing, and we've been able to. You know, if we're in a position where we need to catch up or we're in the lead, we'll virtually give you the karting signal, you know, the go, like, let's go. You know, you'll do the work. You won't fight the overtakes. You guys know that you'll be
this early.
We'll fight
exactly.
later if we
exactly, because you know you still have to pit, and we'll have the battle later on. But I'm with you.
As another sector. Yeah, the Haas's I think at the back are struggling. I think it was Krusty or T.
Yep.
But yeah, look at this. They've already gotten a 1.5 second gap basically to Milky, and so if David can, Milky really needs to do a job at holding David back as much as he can. But I mean, Groovy's on a really good charge right here, but still the DRS keeping Tails just in contention. But it does actually look like Groovy might have a pace advantage at this very moment.
I was going to say, it looks like Groovy's pulling away just a little bit more than Tails was, but will the DRS keep him in range? It's definitely going to help out once again here.
Right, and we're going to see...
As you see that gap already closing down, almost 3/10. Wow, I wonder what kind of wing he is running.
He's closing, he's going to get the move done.
Tails is going to dip down. Beautiful move.
Beautiful move.
Now, he must be running a lot less downforce because he had a lot more straight line, it seemed like.
It seemed like he was flying in a rocket, but also look how much Milky has already kind of closed in that gap. I think maybe Ruby wasn't using ERS there. I don't know. I could check, but I almost like the surprise of not knowing.
Sure. I'm with you. Play maybe a little strategy going. He does have his teammates.
How much like energy or deployment they actually have. So like in real.
No.
So
yeah.
But yeah, J-Mix still on the charge. He's in P5 now. There's a spinner. It's Milky.
No, and his Milky goes around as he got damage.
He can't cause a wreck. He's got to be careful.
And he's backing out. Oh, stays out the way of everybody. And he's got more cars coming.
Groovy's buffer is now gone. So that's going to be big. David going to be able to close in possibly on a possible podium here if he keeps things. Oh, Milky retires from the session. Unfortunate there.
Oh, no.
That's a safety car. And this is going to bring out the question. Okay,
And
so
the
guys
leaders
are gonna.
all just
Some of the
came
guys
past
are
the
gonna
pits.
get into the pits. Acid Masters, Thunder, Rua, Not Sir Vapor.
Yeah, it came. Wow, and it came out right after
Unfortunate
a
for
lot
Nat
of the leaders
Hammer. I know
right
he
crossed.
probably would. Well, no, he's actually on the medium, so maybe planning to stay out anyway. But he would have gotten held up if not. So good choice on his part as the McLaren of Thunder gets past Acid Masters pits. They will come out ahead of Tito. So this does mix up the field a little bit. Will the leaders pit? I almost think that they can't at this point.
Ah,
It's dangerous.
yeah, I don't
So
think
who's
they're
the
far enough.
newest?
I think.
Okay, so
Is it Thun
P8 is the highest, I think, pitter.
or Rua? Okay.
It's either Rua or Thunder, but I think it's Rua. Check here. Yeah,
I
it's
can't
Rua.
see
So
them.
Rua is on 0, is on fresh mediums. Same with Thunder. Acid Master is also on fresh mediums. Otzer Vapor and Eric Val choosing to go on fresh hards. Carney choosing fresh mediums. And Routine Lick going on fresh medium as well. So it's interesting because they're still going to be under, they haven't picked up the leaders yet, so they're still going to be under a Delta. So I don't know, they might be able to actually get into the pits here.
True.
Still come out. I'm not sure. It would be super close. Like I can't tell based on the maps, and I don't really know.
Yeah, I
the
know.
Deltas that
I was
well.
just trying to
But it's
kind of piece it together, but it's so
close.
tough because
It's a
the leaders are
long pit
about
lane,
to come
too.
around.
No, it's not a
Oh,
long
no.
pit lane, but it's not a short one either.
I think now
Tails goes in.
because
Tails goes in.
Because
Ruby
there's,
follows.
like-
Everybody. David follows. J-Mick follows. Azure follows.
I think they're gonna stay out in
Delphi.
front just because of, like you're saying, because
see. Nat
well,
isn't
no, it's gonna
the
be super
first-
close.
Nat isn't.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
be close.
Nat's a medium runner, so he hasn't pitted. But Rua has pitted. So if Rua gets past these guys, this could be very, very interesting. He's getting caught by the Delta, though, I can tell. And Tails is away. Tails
Oh, are they gonna
keeps
get
P2.
out? They
So, yeah,
are gonna
came
get out
They
in
came
front.
They came out in time. J-Mick chooses hards. I think the mediums can make it.
Oh, and so one of them does get passed up.
So Rua hops into P6 now.
So
David
David
down to
loses a
P7.
few
What happened
delays.
there?
Yeah, he got passed up by
He
two
must have
Red
got held
Bulls.
up pretty bad in the pits to drop basically 4 positions, right? Yeah, it was P3.
Mhm. Yeah,
So I don't know what's happened there. He doesn't have a teammate, so he couldn't have got held.
yeah, I'm not
Not
sure.
Not sure. But Nat Hammer now leading us. One of the few to not have pitted, but he didn't really have a choice because Not Sir Vapor went into the pits before him. He would have got held up pretty bad. And he's on the medium anyway, so it's pretty. Can't put on softs. You don't probably. Want
Yeah,
to put on
not
hards at this
yet.
point
No,
if
he's
you're
just
going
gonna have
so.
to look for another safety car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the leaders did. I think you were correct about how they were still under Delta, and that definitely cost them. It was that close. If they were not
and I
cute,
could see Rua come around the bus stop, and he literally got on the brakes. Like I saw it. He was out of the exit of the bus stop. He was like not. He was maybe going like 60 miles an hour at most. 50. So yeah,
which we've seen the Delta on here
It's
can
pretty
be
janky.
very hectic. Yeah,
yeah.
you could be up 3 seconds,
You've
1.5,
always
and the
been
next
good.
thing you know, you're in the red.
Oh yeah, no, it's very jumpy. It's weird this year. I don't know how to really describe it. Other than it doesn't make sense. It like I get it. It's probably like I don't know. It's supposed to just be like
40% or something.
So, yeah,
I
it's
think,
supposed
or
to be like a percent of basically.
I
flat
don't
out
know. I feel like
something.
sometimes I've held my wheel almost at cruise control and held my foot down at the same pace basically, and sometimes it just but yeah, they will not start this lap, so they'll have to go another one.
Yep, they'll be
This is Ferrari.
So this will help out people that pitted. Not so much Nat, really. I think Nat's just probably gonna do his best to hold up tails. Maybe he won't even put up a fight. It'd probably be better to not really put up a fight and try to, or maybe fight
Fall
until
in.
the DRS and then fall in
Exactly.
behind after the DRS is enabled. Because, yeah.
No, I feel like, yeah.
You'd be surprised how, just because it's Spa and the lap times are so long, 7-lap-old mediums versus fresh mediums, there's going to be a significant difference.
Yes, it should be coming in this lap for sure.
With how long these laps are, these safety cars are agonizing.
Oh, for sure. It's like driving on the interstate or something, and then you hit the exit road and get back in the city.
Man, it's. Oh yeah, and you're still trying to. That's such a good comparison.
You feel like you're doing 20 mile an hour or something when you're really still doing about 50.
Doing like, 75, 80, 85, depending on what you're doing. Hey, I don't judge. We all do it. But anyway, yeah, you get off the exit, now you got like 35, 40, 45 speed limits. Like, come on. Man, so what are you thinking about Turkey this weekend? You excited for that?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. Super excited.
I'm expecting a Red Bull dominant. Like, car,
I believe so.
I don't really have too much faith in Sergio at this point, but I think the constructors is wrapped up. But I think I would agree with that.
Which
sucks. I think if you think about it, like, it kind of sucks for Red Bull. Like, I really did want them to win both.
I mean, it's still up for grabs, but it would be super tough, though. It's going to have to be some kind of unfortunate.
I'm excited to see
Mercedes. I know you are not the only one, my friend. You're not the only one.
So safety cars coming
I'm excited
in as well, but yeah, no, that's probably one of the most excited. I'm excited.
For sure, even last year, we almost had Stroll almost got a victory there and stuff. So who knows what'll happen this year?
Very similar to Lando, just earlier in the race, so it wasn't as heartbreaking. And I think less people care about Lance Stroll, unfortunately. So, but yeah, it still was heartbreaking for Lance. Yeah, that was, and then Perez. Who Charles almost like spinning on the last, like he made that overtake and then he
lost two because he lost the podium.
And then Vettel got the podium. That was so bittersweet.
I did a shit job. I did a shit job.
You did a fine job. I did a shit job. It's so funny. Whoa. Okay, so we're going.
We're almost off.
I thought I saw Tails try to overtake there. See here.
And that is gonna retain. They're still kind of single file.
Dive bomb from Tails, but he's right on the back of him.
Yeah, he's got a huge run.
And if Tails gets in front of him, Ruby needs to try to follow.
Oh, and he is gonna go around. Oh, what is this?
They're going wide there.
As Nat picked up a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, and that brings Groovy right back.
I'm not really understanding that one. I'm trying to think of. Oh, that's a legal overtake. I think. Right? Yeah, it's like a legal overtake under safety car, I think. Because I got ignoring yellow flags when I tried to pass a bot before the finish line at Australia once. I'm not sure.
Trying to pull George Russell and get up to the front under safety car.
But I'm not sure if that was the same deal because he was in first, so that wouldn't really.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, though.
But I did see. I saw Tails try to pass basically. Like he was ahead after the bus stop, and then Nat went. And
and J-Mick goes around.
That was kind of weird. So maybe that's what
J-Mick's
just spun
all the way back. Yeah, he's all the way back.
Hard tires, probably not warmed up properly.
And I can't tell if he has a front wing on there or not from this view. Yeah, he still does.
David, I think. Yeah, David obviously adopts that P6 after the J-Mix spin. He's right on the back of Rua. The two Red Bulls doing nice P4 and 5 right now for them. Rua obviously jumping a lot of spots after being able to get into the pits basically first in that safety car.
Yeah, perfect timing for him.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to be alert because I've missed so many safety car opportunities to go into the pits, and for some reason I think let's just stay out. So,
Yeah, as
no,
Tails
a hard decision.
he's in the grass there. Tails tries to make the move, runs into the grass, cuts back over to the inside now. Brakes late, swings out. Yeah, Nat's gonna retain
for his life at the moment.
Doing just like you were saying, trying to stay here until DRS for sure.
Yeah, he'll gain a lot of time by staying in front here, holding up the pack. There's gonna be people behind him making mistakes. Or as I say that, Nat makes a little bit of a mistake out of no name.
Yeah, Tails wisely backs out. Thought about sticking a nose in there, but not the best place.
It's almost...
Oh, and he's gonna dip around here. Is he gonna cut back to the end? No, he cuts back.
Stays out. He stays out. Thunder picking up a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, very
great
smart
racing from everybody. But here's the thing, though. If Tails does, I was about to say, if I was the leader, it's kind of a hard balance, but you maybe almost want to take the risk of trying to get past Nat here during one of like Sector 2, sometimes, because it's very easy possibly for Groovy to get Nat on the same straight here.
As
well. He can't get it right now. This will really compromise him possibly. He needs to wait till the camel straight, but Groovy needs to follow.
Oh, and the moment for Tails there.
Groovy needs
Saves
to follow
the car,
DRS
but
enabled.
loses
Here we
time.
Go. Groovy is so comfortable,
right there.
So comfortable driving right up near people.
Yeah, I love how he takes turn 1 there. Just rolls the car perfectly through there. Beautiful.
Here we go, and I think this move is done and dusted already.
Yeah. Nat's gonna try to defend. He runs it. Yeah, into the grass a little bit.
Here's Groovy.
Comes back down. They're almost 3 wide.
Groovy gets boxed in, but he gets the move done.
Beautiful
move. He gets the move done. That was one ballsy move. He had to get it done. He had to follow Tails every move of the way, and he did exactly that, even after getting boxed in. That was very impressive.
Yes, a great racing out here so far from the
Great clean racing, yeah. And I mean, Nat did not make that a lick of easy for Tails. He made that as difficult as he possibly could, but it was all in the, I mean, it was all illegal. At least it looked to me. Nothing in bad nature there. So good racing from the guys.
Just definitely making it tough.
But now look, Azure.
Which is fair. We are racing out here.
Flag. So. Is that an Alpine? Is that Gelfie?
Oh no, it's that TC again.
Oh no.
Carney, and is his side? Oh no, his end plate does look intact, but for some reason the side pod just looks weird, like it's scuffed or something.
Oh man, not a good race for TC. I think he started in P4 or 5, and it's just all crumbled away for him, and slowly his gap in the championship is also growing. I mean, if we're talking about live standards, as Tails obviously sets the fastest lap, but look at Groovy.
He's
right on the back
every time.
I mean, Groovy is he's having one hell of a race. Hopefully he can keep this all in bounds, going up through a rouge. That dirty air must not be nice.
I was just about to say a lot of dirty air. DRS is open.
I think he's close enough. He's definitely close.
He's closing. Tails is gonna try to defend at the very end.
I can't see him. Tails, he backs out.
He kind of got beside him, but yeah, backed out wisely. And a little bit of the oversteer there corrects the car.
So yeah, Groovy's still challenging for this lead, but that might have just cost him a little bit.
Yeah, now he's almost
falling back. He's to not over push the car. He's got to get these mediums to the end. They did pit, I won't say early, but a little bit earlier than I think most would like. I'm gonna have a quick look at the penalties as well.
Wow, Groovy
Short gets past
through there. Look at the run Groovy just pulled through them last couple corners. It didn't look like Tails really had a mistake, but he knocked off almost 2-3 tenths there. Yeah. And I didn't even see Tails really have a mistake there. Just like Groovy had hooked it up perfectly. Full send for the Williams.
J-Mick has 11 seconds. I'm not sure how that happened. But
wow.
Eric Val 3 seconds, Thunder 3 seconds, and Nat 5. I imagine that Nat's probably going to be in the stewards.
Yeah, this is kind of
office.
questionable. Yeah, yeah.
Because he looked questionable on our screens. So I feel like 5 seconds will probably be knocked off, but who knows if there's another safety car, he could have to serve it. Well, actually, he's gonna have to pit again, so he does have to serve. So that's gonna be kind of unfortunate. That 5 seconds still may get knocked off, obviously, still by the stewards because, yeah, it didn't look to be doing. But we will see. Nonetheless, Groovy getting another run here down the Camel Straight. He's about 2/10 away. Always close. He's here. He's side by side.
God, he's... Who's going to break later? Looks like Groovy does make the move.
Yeah, Groovy gets the move done before the braking zone starts. And yeah, it looks like Tails isn't liking this dirty air, but he's hoping with it well enough. Groovy goes deep.
Oh, a little bit deep. And it's tough there, though, when you take the inside line and try to defend it, and the outside carries so much speed through there, though, sometimes.
So now we've got, I mean, this battle will ensue probably all race. I'm trying to give some other people some love because this battle is going to probably go in all race, like I just said. But, yeah, David and Rua, looks like David might try to get a move on here.
Places here.
But, I mean, it's so hard not to watch this battle for the lead. Tails only 2/10 behind. He's sticking right in there. I can't help it. Let's see. Okay, Tails is on 80. They're both literally on the same amount of ERS. The exact amount, about 80%. I had to check, bro. I had to. I couldn't help it. He might try to go for it. He doesn't go for it. He was kind of looking for a move on the inside, maybe trying to scare Groovy into a mistake.
Yeah, kind of show himself in the mirrors a little bit.
I do that a lot.
Let him know that he is there.
Very smart, but Groovy
which you never know, though. You can a lot of times force a driver in front to make a mistake, defend a move that you don't plan on making, but...
A little snap of oversteer. But I think he's going to make it up. He has to use some ERS to make up a little bit of time, but he's so quick in a straight line, it looks like, compared to Groovy.
Yeah, he closes the gap so much.
Groovy usually gets the move done towards the end of the straight, and he's just able to get this done before the DRS.
About the 200 marker.
Right. So
that's crazy fast.
Places again. Nobody able to get out of this DRS entanglement that they're in right now. And David, while we were watching that lead, our race for the lead, gets back into P3, so back where he was, but still what happened to Azure? Oh no.
Yeah, Azure fell back earlier. I'm not sure what happened. I'd seen him coming to the pits, but
oh no, yeah.
I didn't actually see any yellow flags or nothing though. I just happened to see him pit in.
Yeah.
But obviously he had some kind of front wing or some kind of damage. Yeah, a lot of these boys are definitely in the train. There is a yellow flag here. Is that a Aston Martin?
Yeah, no, that's a Alpha.
Yeah, and he's back, and Thunder is around as well, trying to back up on the track. He's got to be careful. And
it's his teammate
he stays clear.
He keeps clear, yeah.
Oh, J-Make runs super wide there.
So Gustavo, after his spin earlier, able to recover back up to P12. Pawnee in P11 right now, trying to make up for mistakes, as it looks like a Haas is going into the pits right now. Yeah, that's Tito.
Yeah, TC definitely trying to do a little bit of damage control here.
Right.
What was it, roughly 27? Oh, and is he going to dip down through the middle of these two?
Routine not letting that happen. He closed that door right away, and smartly so. But look at this run he's just got.
Pretty good, yeah.
Has to keep it on track.
Wow, what a move by TC.
He might be able to get both of them. He might be able to get both of them. Oh, he's going to go for the glory.
He's going to dip.
He's going to go for the glory.
Does he make a double overtake here? But there's front wing damage from somebody.
The Mercedes. What happened to the Mercedes?
They do touch a little bit. I seen the wing fly, but
I think the Mercedes. No, the Mercedes
I think it was
wing
his
looks fine.
I thought I seen a piece of debris flying.
David Shahood picks up a 3-second penalty. That could be big in the grand scheme of the race, because Rua is still right on the back of him. Gelfie not too far
TC
behind.
though, what a move! And as
I
they're
mean,
even
a
battling right
double
behind
move.
them, Vapor makes the move.
Gets one done right at the end of Radion, and then gets the second one done in the braking zone. I mean, that's a balls of steel from TC. I mean,
For
if he
sure.
can, yeah, he's got a little bit of ground to make up now, but I think if he can see himself into P6 maybe, or P7, maybe P5 even, then that'll be, well, we've said this about him before. He's had that spin before and he's come back. He didn't lose as much time, but crazier things have happened, so I'm sure TC will keep chucking in good lap times. As Nat goes into the pits finally. Lap 16, so he's going to be on some really fresh softs. See where he comes out, see what kind of damage he's able to do. As this race has gone by so fast, there's only 6 laps left.
Yeah, a handful of laps almost left. There's
Groovy right
fairly
now,
decent battles all around.
Yeah. We've got Tails and Groovy battling, David and Rua and Gelfie, and then behind them you've got, you know,
I think Gustavo is going to try to make the move on Vapor here.
Vapor
is Vapor going to defend?
Oh, he does get the move done. Blood Gustavo in his debut does get the move done. P8 for him. Oh, he goes off track.
Wide.
That's so unfortunate. That always kind of ruins the move. Let's have a quick look at the penalties, actually. Still kind of similar. 3 seconds for David, 3 seconds for Eric, 3 seconds for Blood Gustavo, so that was his first penalty. So that puts him and Not So Vapor on equal terms, both at 3 seconds. J-Bic obviously still with 11, and Thunder with 3. So, I don't even say at this point. Another yellow flag. What is that?
No, I see 2 cars up in the top.
No.
Haas going. Who is the other car? I can't see. I see a red car out, and it's routine lick.
Routine. That is a safety car.
It's gonna.
Oh. Yeah, I saw it on the map too. I saw them go into that braking zone.
Yeah, I can't see where he is, but he is off
to
the left side of the track, it looks like.
Yeah, it's like right after the camel straight. He's like, they must have gone side by side, maybe. I don't know what could have happened there. That's a weird place for the car to be. So what's going to happen here? Look at this.
3 through
the leaders
10
do not
all pit, and the 2 leaders stay out, though.
This could be costly. We've seen this.
Oh, and David throws on a set of softs.
We've seen this be costly. This could be good.
And Golfy back up into P5.
Right, and yeah, he's on the fresh softs.
Whoa. Oh, and there's only going to be 4 or 3 laps left, or 5 laps left. And they're going to have softs on.
But yeah, no, those soft runners are going to be mega fast. I mean, Groovy and Tails, I think, should be more worried about now who's behind them rather than each other. That is for sure.
Yeah, David, this safety car kind of brings it, bring him right back, because Tails and Groovy kind of checked out a little bit.
Let's keep in mind they do have a 3-second. He does have a 3-second penalty.
Oh, you are correct. So if he does take the lead, yeah, he's gonna have to push quite a bit. Because I don't know, we've seen Tails and Groovy. They've had amazing pace out here tonight.
Oh, routine. Unfortunate for routine. I'm interested to see what happened there, because yeah, I wasn't on board. But yeah, I saw it on the map and I was like, oh yeah, that looks like an incident between 2 cars.
Yeah, at first I couldn't even see his dot, and then I seen the white dot move, and then I seen the red car too, which is never good. No. See 2 stationary cars, but yeah. So
how they go into the pits?
I was gonna say
they're gonna have
enough. Yeah,
I didn't actually even realize that.
I didn't realize that either until this in a bit. And they have plenty of time.
Now, okay, no chance for. There's a chance for Groovy to get held actually.
Does Groovy get past?
He got held a little bit. No, Groovy's not gonna get past. They're exiting.
Yeah, no.
So they're fine. So,
Still
Okay.
fairly close, yeah. David and them.
It's still going to be
But
interesting. It's still going to be a flat-out battle till the end on softs.
mhm.
Thunder may be making a mistake here by staying on those 11 at 11. Or is he in the pit? No, no, no. He is. He
No,
did
he's
stay
staying out 11 lap old
Yep.
mediums, trying a alternate strategy here.
Jamie
I'm not sure where
retires.
he.
I wonder what's happened there.
Oh no! Why did he go in the pits? He goes in the pits and retires.
Not sure
I
why.
can't remember where he was though. I feel like he was running around.
He was running like near
right
the
outside
edge of
the
points.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened there.
There's 4 laps remaining. The cars are spread out, so I imagine they're going to at least do another safety car lap.
And you know who this actually really helps as well? TC, who's going to get a chance to really make up some positions here. Even though, I mean, he has no penalties at the moment. 3 guys ahead of him have penalties. If he can dispatch a couple of these guys in quick fashion, he could honestly still possibly be in for a decent result here, because if the safety car doesn't come in this lap, then we're only getting 3 or 4 full laps. Well, 5 laps, I believe, actually. So the field could still be quite close.
No, we've seen him before. I'm trying to think if that was last week and once before. It's Rua left the set. Oh no, his internet probably messes up.
I need to invite him back. Hold on. That's not good.
Yeah, this is a horrible time. As luckily, the safety car I don't believe is going to come in.
Oh, he gets a penalty while he has.
Oh no, and he gets it.
Oh no.
Well, I'm sure we.
Yeah, I'm sure the stewards will have a look, but that's just damn game.
Definitely unfortunate though. Still, when you finish the race and see your name drop back. Oh yeah, the Haas is.
No, it's
rest of your T is closing, but
it's not coming in.
Not gonna be close enough though.
I know it has to do with mandatory 2 laps.
I was trying to think though. I know I've seen TC before, if that was Portugal or somewhere else. So on restarts, have amazing restarts and dispatch a few cars at a time though. Right. So we will see what can happen here.
Okay, Rua's back. I was just about to send him.
Very heady work by our race director and just trying to think of the wording to call you. I guess he would call you the commissioner of this. Yeah. Yeah, it's a safety car.
Yeah, Shirley will be in the lap. Crusty T has caught the pack. Unfortunate for a couple guys. I mean, definitely Crusty T probably. Sorry, Azure and not Sir Vapor would probably not want to be as far back as they currently are. I think both of them having incidents early on. But I mean, look at Thunder. He's in P6. We'll see what position he's able to keep by the end of the race. He might be kind of a sitting duck, but we'll see. Maybe he can pull out some defensive moves.
Yes, he'll have 4 laps to see what they can do. Once again, I hate it for some of them because, like you mentioned too before, like some of these late safety cars can just kill your race, especially when you're trying to build a penalty. Yeah, exactly. The Groovy and Tails had a good thing going out there, and now who knows what's going to happen now, but it definitely is super exciting for us though, spectating.
Yeah, we basically get a drag race to the end. I mean, there's no more nice playing anymore. There's no more, letting somebody have.
Yeah, no, the elbows are about to be out.
Ruby doing some intense tire work right now. Doing some intense tire work, and Tails just trying not to hit the safety car. Alright, so the safety car is in, so the slowing of the pack commences. We've got 15 drivers remaining.
Wow, I never heard. Did you hear the safety car